What if the monsters from legends weren't just myths, but history? From sharks bigger than buses to snakes longer than train cars, Earth was once home to giants you'd think only existed in nightmares. And some say they might still be out there. Today, we're counting down 10 extinct animals so unbelievable, they feel like pure myth.
10 extinct giants that might still be alive.
The Megalodon wasn't just a big shark. It was the apex predator of the seas for over 20 million years. Measuring up to 60 feet in length with teeth the size of your hand, it could bite through a whale's bones like a breadstick. Fossil evidence places it in oceans worldwide, and some deep-sea enthusiasts believe its descendants might still roam the uncharted depths. With 80% of the ocean still unexplored, could a modern-day Megalodon be hiding in the abyss? There have been unconfirmed sonar readings of massive, fast-moving objects far deeper than any known animal can swim. Whether it's just a legend or a lurking reality, the Megalodon remains one of the most terrifying possibilities of the deep. Titanoboa. Imagine a snake so large it could swallow a crocodile whole in one gulp. Titanoboa, the largest snake ever discovered, lived around 60 million years ago in what is now Colombia. It stretched over 42 feet long and weighed more than a ton. Scientists believe it thrived in hot, swampy environments, lurking in the water like a living nightmare. Some cryptid reports from remote parts of the Amazon speak of massive serpents capable of capsizing small boats, eerily similar to Titanoboa's description. While science says it's extinct, dense rainforest regions are still largely unexplored. Could something like Titanoboa still slither through the shadows? If it does, you'd better hope you're not standing near the water when it decides to strike. Argentavis magnificens. Before drones and airplanes, the skies may have belonged to Argentavis magnificens, the largest flying bird to ever live. With a wingspan stretching over 23 feet, this prehistoric giant could glide for hours without flapping. It likely used its size to intimidate and hunt prey, as large as small deer. Fossils found in Argentina suggest it ruled the skies about 6 million years ago. But here's the chilling part. Sightings of unusually large birds, sometimes called thunderbirds, have been reported even in modern times, particularly in remote regions. Could they be surviving relatives? If so, looking up and seeing a shadow that blots out the sun might mean something far more dangerous than an incoming storm is heading your way. Gigantopithecus. Meet the real-world giant ape that could have inspired the legends of Bigfoot and King Kong. Gigantopithecus roamed Asia up to 300,000 years ago, standing nearly 10 feet tall and weighing as much as 1,200 pounds. With its immense size and strength, it could have easily torn through thick vegetation or predators. Fossils suggest it was a distant cousin of the modern orangutan, but much, much bigger. Some cryptozoologists believe sightings of mysterious humanoid creatures in Southeast Asia, like the orang pendek, could be surviving relatives. Dense jungles and mountainous terrain hide countless species we've yet to discover. Could Gigantopithecus still be among them, moving silently through the shadows? If it is, encountering one might make you rethink every Bigfoot story you've ever heard. Arthropleura. If you think modern centipedes are creepy, meet Arthropleura, a millipede the length of a small car. This colossal arthropod could grow over 8 feet long, slithering through prehistoric forests more than 300 million years ago. Unlike today's venomous centipedes, Arthropleura likely fed on plants, but that doesn't make it any less terrifying. Imagine walking through the woods and hearing the rustle of dozens of legs scraping across the forest floor. Fossilized tracks have been found in parts of Europe, proving just how enormous it was. While scientists say such giants couldn't survive in today's oxygen levels, some believe deep caves and untouched rainforests could still hide massive insect-like creatures. One thing's for sure, you wouldn't want it under your bed. Paraceratherium. Think of the largest rhinoceros you've ever seen. Now triple it. Paraceratherium was the tallest land mammal to ever walk the earth, standing nearly 16 feet at the shoulder and weighing an astonishing 20 tons. Unlike modern rhinos, it had no horn, just an enormous head with a long neck, perfect for stripping leaves from tall trees. It lived around 25 million years ago across Asia and was so massive that it had virtually no predators. Yet some nomadic tribes tell ancient stories of giant hornless beasts roaming remote valleys. Could they be echoing encounters with the last survivors of this species? If one were alive today, it would tower over elephants and shatter everything we thought we knew about Earth's giants. Leedsichthys. When it comes to size, Leedsichthys makes today's largest fish look like goldfish. This prehistoric giant swam the oceans about 165 million years ago, growing up to 55 feet long. It wasn't a predator like the Megalodon. Instead, it filtered plankton from the water, much like modern whales. Still, encountering one would have been awe-inspiring, maybe even terrifying, as its massive shadow passed beneath your boat. Fossil remains have been found in Europe and South America, suggesting it had a wide range. Could creatures like Leedsichthys still exist in the unexplored depths of the ocean? With vast underwater regions untouched by human eyes, it's not impossible that something massive and gentle still roams there, hidden in the deep blue darkness. Quetzalcoatlus, named after the Aztec feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatlus was a pterosaur with a wingspan of up to 36 feet, roughly the size of a small airplane. This flying reptile soared above North America about 70 million years ago, possibly snatching prey from the ground or water with its long, pointed beak. While most scientists believe it was a master glider, some theories suggest it could stalk prey on land like a stork. Strangely, modern-day reports of massive bird-like creatures in remote areas echo its description. Could these be distant relatives that survived in isolation? Seeing a shadow this big pass over you wouldn't just make you look up. It might make you run for cover, hoping it's not hunting for dinner. Megatherium sloths today are slow, gentle, and tree-dwelling, but Megatherium was none of those things. This prehistoric ground sloth stood 20 feet tall when on its hind legs and weighed up to 4 tons. It roamed South America during the Ice Age, using enormous claws to strip leaves and possibly defend itself from predators. Some legends from indigenous South American tribes describe giant, clawed creatures that sound eerily similar. Could Megatherium or a close cousin have survived in remote jungles? While it was likely herbivorous, one swipe of its claws could have been lethal. Seeing one in person would be like facing a furry bulldozer. Only this bulldozer can stand up and look you in the eye. Mosasaurus. If you've seen Jurassic World, you know Mosasaurus, the marine reptile that could gulp down a great white shark in a single bite. These giants grew up to 50 feet long, with a body built for speed and a jaw packed with razor-sharp teeth. They dominated the seas around 80 million years ago, hunting anything in their path. Fossil evidence shows they were powerful swimmers, capable of ambushing prey from below. Some modern sightings of massive, unknown sea creatures match its silhouette. Could descendants of Mosasaurus still patrol the ocean depths? Considering how little we know about the deep sea, it's possible that a living sea dragon is still out there. And if it is, we'd better hope it stays far away from shore. From sky-darkening pterosaurs to ocean-dwelling monsters, Earth's past was filled with creatures that seemed too big, too strange, to be real. Yet they were. And maybe, they still are. Which of these giants do you think could still be alive today? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries.